At the very start of this film, we saw a meat shop where both husband and wife ran it together. The husband's name was Vincent and the wife's name was Sophie. They were working here as usual every day. But then some people wearing pig masks who were called vegan attacked their shop. That is, these were people who did not eat meat, and they attacked because animal meat was sold here, which they were strictly against. Vincent caught one of those men and even started beating him, but just then his companions came and rescued him from there. After all this, the condition of Vincent and his wife became quite bad because in this way their work was slowly ending. After this we saw their two friends. They were also a husband and wife who ran a meat shop. But their business was doing very well and they were earning a good amount of money from it, and they were boasting about it in front of Vincent and Sophie. Anyway, after this, Vincent and Sophie started going home. But seeing their friends so happy, they began to feel a lot of jealousy. Meanwhile, on the way, they saw that boy who had attacked the shop yesterday. So, to take revenge, Vincent ran his car over him. Vincent thought that he had taught him a lesson. Maybe he was only injured. But he saw that the boy had died. Seeing this, Vincent got very scared. So he told his wife that they would have to inform the police, but they would say it was an accident. But Vincent's wife told him, No, we can't do that. The police will still catch us. We have to get rid of the body." So to get rid of him, they brought the body to their shop. Vincent started cutting the body into pieces to throw it away. But in the meantime, a small piece of meat fell near their dog, and it immediately ate it. Seeing this, Vincent threw another ear to the dog, and it ate that too. So an idea came into Vincent's mind. He quickly went to his wife to tell her about this idea. But since it was quite late at night, they went to sleep. The next morning, Vincent woke up early and went to the shop. There, he saw that the boy he had cut last night and kept here, unknowingly, his wife had sold his meat to a customer. Thinking this, Vincent got very scared. But just then, that same customer came back and told them that the meat she had taken just now, she wanted the same again. It was very delicious. Hearing this, when Vincent's wife also tasted it, she too found it quite good. Vincent told her, "The meat you just ate, do you know it's human meat?" Hearing this, his wife got very angry at him. But by now, more customers had come to buy that delicious meat, because the first customer had told other people about it. That's why now there was a crowd of people in front of their shop. Although even the policemen. The meat is bought and eaten with great enjoyment. They even gave this meat a proper name so that people would not suspect it, and in just one day they made a lot of money selling this meat. At night, Vincent also tastes this meat and finds out that it is indeed very delicious. Now here, his wife gives him a unique idea. That fine, we will expand our business, and the people who don't eat meat, we will kill them and sell them in our shop. Hearing this, Vincent was shocked. He said, "No, I will absolutely not do this. I don't want to become a murderer." The next day, their daughter comes home with her boyfriend, and here they had prepared a lot of dishes for him. But they find out that the daughter's friend is also a vegetarian. That's why he doesn't eat anything. Now, because he eats nothing, Vincent's wife Sophie offers him some alcohol. To which the boy says, "No auntie, I don't even drink alcohol. I only drink vegan alcohol." After this, Sophie brings him cake, but because it has egg in it, he doesn't eat that either. And in this way, now their daughter too was slowly becoming a non-meat eater. Because of this, the husband and wife started hating non-meat eaters even more. And now, that is why Vincent agrees to work on his wife's idea. The next day, these people go to a vegan restaurant, where they find a big, strong man who does not eat meat. But in the end, when the time comes to kill that man, Vincent cannot do it and runs into his wife's arms, where his wife explains to him, "Look, to keep our shop running we have to do this." And now that's why the next day they work on a new plan. They go among people, telling them to become non-meat eaters. And they were acting like this so that some non-meat eater would come to them and they could make him their prey. And their plan works too. A boy comes to them, praises them, and invites them to meet at his place. Now these people were not going to miss this chance. That boy comes in front of them, and Vincent takes a big. He had a knife in his hand. But that boy was not alone. There were some of his friends with him, and they were all vegans. All of them were against meat eaters, and they had also gotten a key to a meat shop. So, wearing masks on their faces, they went at night to break into that shop. When they arrived, Vincent and his wife realized that this meat shop belonged to their old friend. But they also had to take their revenge, so without paying attention to this fact, they entered the shop and started destroying everything inside. The next day, the shop owner, Mark, called the police and his other friends to tell them about the incident. The police officer even showed Vincent the CCTV footage and said they would soon find those people. Later, Vincent and his wife went to a shop, but they had an argument over something, and Vincent left from there. Since his wife was alone, a waiter came over and started flirting with her, talking in a strange way. When Sophie found out that this boy was also vegan, she became very happy inside. After that, the boy offered to drop Sophie home. But seeing the opportunity, Sophie cut off the boy's tongue. Going inside, Sophie told Vincent, "I have brought a vegan with me, so you go outside and kill him." When Vincent went to kill him, he saw that the man was completely naked, waiting for his wife to come. Seeing this, Vincent became furious. "So this is what you were going to do with my wife? Take this." Then, he hit him repeatedly with a flower pot until he died. After killing him, they prepared his body because this was their daily job now. Every day they would trap some vegan and kill him. And now they had even started enjoying this work. Slowly, their earnings also began to increase. Business was booming, and every day there was a long line of customers outside their shop. Because of this demand, they even increased the price of the meat. One day, they targeted a boy who didn't eat meat and was also a sports player. But the boy sensed that these people were dangerous and could harm him. So he tried to escape. However, he was overweight and had a heart condition, so he ended up dying from a heart attack while running away. The next day, the husband and wife visited their old friend Mark's house, bringing along human meat to serve to their friends. When their friends tasted it, they were surprised at how delicious it was. Earlier, Mark and his wife used to proudly talk about their own work, but now Vincent and Sophie were boasting about theirs. While Mark and his wife were eating, they found a small device hidden in the meat. This made Mark suspicious, but Vincent distracted him with his smooth talk, making the matter go away. Jealousy started to grow between the two families, leading to arguments that eventually turned into a fight. During the fight, Vincent bit off Mark's ear and started chewing it. Seeing this, Mark and his wife were shocked, but Vincent quickly spat it out so as not to raise more suspicion. One day, Vincent and his wife went to a fair, where the crowd was full of people who didn't eat meat. They began looking for their next target. That's when Vincent's eyes fell on a big, heavy man. Vincent's eyes fell on a healthy-looking boy, and he started tempting him to eat. But just then, they ran into their daughter and her friend. They were both quite shocked to see them there, especially their daughter's boyfriend, who asked, "What are you both doing here?" They tried to make an excuse, but the daughter's friend got very angry seeing them there. Because this place was full of people who didn't eat meat. And these two looked like they were soaked in it completely. Now, they weren't about to leave empty-handed from here. So they grabbed a healthy young girl. That night, when Vincent was about to finish off the girl, the police officer, who often bought masks from their shop, showed up. He had seen the light on and came over to say hello. The policeman told Vincent, "Over the last few days, there have been reports of several people disappearing, which has increased my workload." But just then their dog came in, with the girl's severed hand clamped in its mouth. Seeing this, Vincent panicked. He thought, "That's it. I'm caught today." But somehow he managed to get away with it. Afterwards, he went to his wife and said, "That's it, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This thing is driving me crazy. Just look at how today I was craving to eat a child." But his wife she was cunning. She convinced him to do that work again. Just then, their daughter's boyfriend showed up. He had come to apologize for the rudeness he showed at the fair earlier. Sophie started getting a little too friendly with him. And seeing this, Vincent realized she was trying to kill him. So, at just the right moment, Vincent told the boy to leave the house. The next morning, many people came to Vincent's shop to buy that same delicious meat. But Vincent explained to his customers that their supply of that meat had stopped, and they wouldn't be getting it anymore. However, one customer only wanted that particular mask. And when she couldn't get it, she left. Here, his wife signaled to him, saying that because of him their business would collapse, and they'd be bankrupt again like before. Hearing this, Vincent walked away. After he left, those same people who didn't eat meat, the ones they had earlier joined to smash another meat shop, came into their store. Now, they had learned that Vincent and his wife also owned a meat shop, so they kidnapped his wife. That night, when Vincent returned home, he saw their van parked outside. Right away he sensed something was wrong. Just as they were about to kill his wife, Vincent rushed in and attacked them. With his sharp weapons, he finished them all off and took their lives. But in the fight, Vincent himself was injured. And here Sophie also managed to free herself, and killed the last remaining vegan. This way both of their lives were saved. However, even though they survived, because they had taken so many lives, the police arrested them and sentenced them to life imprisonment. It was actually Mark who had informed the police about them, because he had been suspicious of Vincent ever since the day Vincent bit his ear. And with that, the movie ends here. Friends, let us know in the comments how you liked the video. If you're visiting the channel for the first time, do subscribe. See you in the next amazing video like this one.